Captain Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Hopefully everybody is having a good day so far, man. I got some good news I want to share with y'all concerning this Nolan Wells case. But before I get to the good news, I want to thank everybody for sharing the video. Yeah, normally these type of videos don't get that much attention, especially on channels that have been promoting and doing reactions to the other guys. I don't have to say their name. Y'all know I've been saying it over and over on the last videos. But anyway, man, the FBI has stepped in, and I think it's because of all of y'all that's watching, that's sharing the videos, everybody that's making videos on this topic, reposting. It got the attention to where it needs to be. They say, you know what? We not fit to play with you sheriff departments no more. The feds have stepped in. Let's go over here and see what they got to say. Let's go.
Reporting live from my Bridge Club, Fight Plus News, I'm John Abba. The investigation around Nolan Wells' mysterious death continues to heat up, and this time the FBI is now stepping in to look into what happened. As you can recall, Wells was enjoying a remote island off the coast of Mississippi for the 4th of July, when he would be reported missing close to 11 p.m. Now, suspicions would grow because the friends he traveled to the island with, known as Horn Island, would allege that Nolan decided to stay back to talk to a girl. That will be one of the first indications for Nolan's father, Elmore, that something was off.
I preach that same thing to my kids. If you go somewhere with someone, you come back with them, no matter what. Don't let a girl separate you from your safety net. It's plenty of girls. So for them to come back and that'd be the first thing that come out their mouth, like when they said that, they automatically just turned it turned me off, but it turned on a question like, I know he wouldn't do that.
Not only did it seem unusual that Nolan would leave his group.
All right, now that's a father, man. His father is saying, wait a minute, man, I know my boy did not stay back, put his life in jeopardy, his safety in jeopardy to hang out with this female. I taught him better than that, especially into these sports that you went to, man. These girls is going to come after you when you young, athletic, and you black. Them girls is going to come after you, man. That's going to throw your whole game off. I know Pops taught him that. Now, those are Nolan Wells' parents. For the people that don't know, who just started watching, probably wondering what's going on. I did a video yesterday. It was a guy who said he was Nolan Wells' friend. He said that wasn't Nolan Wells that was on the boat getting to the altercation. That was me. I'm his best friend. What Nolan Wells' parents say, wait a minute. We never seen that dude a day in our life. We don't know who he is. Who these people didn't pay to get on here and say this. That's what his parents are saying. We don't know who this dude is. Man, I'm telling y'all, it's too many twists and turns. That's why the FBI have now stepped in. They tired of the games that these people is playing. Now they about to get to the bottom of it. You could best believe that.
But the fact that he didn't keep his phone with him if he voluntarily stayed has been the biggest red flag for many. Nolan's body would later be found washed ashore 2 days later after a search and rescue mission was conducted. Now, at the center of his passing lies a racial aspect that many can't ignore, given that Nolan was the only black teen amongst white teens on his boat, and that the incident would take place in Mississippi. According to stats platform Statista, Mississippi is known for having the most lynchings in any state in America, with 93% of those lynchings being black people. It is because of Mississippi's history, and for some present day, that local officials handling the case can't be fully trusted. Now, on Tuesday, a new update from the sheriff over the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Ledbetter, would speak with reporters to share an update. According to Ledbetter, he and his team are not going to be pressured to rush their investigation, but will reveal that the FBI and other agencies have now stepped in.
We put out a call to action last week for that information, and it has been very productive for us.
Ledbetter did confirm that interviews have been conducted with witnesses, and the department has been in contact with other departments and agencies, including the FBI.
Rumors are out there, but we don't respond to rumors, we respond to facts.
From research, it is said that majority of Horn Island is federally owned, which could be a reason as why the FBI is now getting involved.
There we go. Yeah. They talking about ain't no cameras on this island. We don't have no footage. What? You don't got no. Why, then why is people there? Let's see what the FBI. Here they go right here. That go them. Let me blow it up so y'all can see it. Them the people that you don't want to play with right there. They gonna get to the bottom of it. Let's go see what they talking about. Let's go.
As the agency specializes in crimes occurring on federal property, like military bases or national parks, or can even get involved at the request of local officials. And for some, their involvement now appears to mean foul play has not been completely ruled out. Now, despite Ledbetter assuring that his team is doing a thorough investigation as to what happened to Wells, it appears that Wells' family is still not trusting the local authorities fully, especially after recently admitting in an interview with the Griot on Monday that the sheriff's department has not made contact with them since last Tuesday, in which their attorney, Benjamin Crump, would comment was a little odd.
So I'm going to be honest, we have not heard from our local authorities since last Tuesday. We received a phone call, basically really no updates, and that was it. We've heard from no one else.
All right, let's stop right there. So that was federal property that they was on, right? I get it. That's why the FBI stepped in. That was federal property. But the mother seemed kind of off, like odd to me. Like, I know people take things differently. Everybody takes their pain and grieving differently. But she don't seem, to me, it doesn't seem like she's really feeling it. She's not expressing that. She's staying strong for sure. But it does, the average parent to still be on there. Every time you see them, they'll be breakdown and crying. She really not expressing those emotions. What y'all think? Leave that in the comment section.
Now, another issue that some have had with the local authorities' steps in the case was Ledbetter first sharing that he did not suspect any foul play. The announcing of this before an autopsy was even complete troubled many following the case, adding to their fears that a cover-up may be in the works. Now, other concerns for many is that the autopsy done by local officials have yet to still be released. According to local outlet WLOX, results from it are expected to come within several weeks, with a toxicology report being done by outside laboratories. And because of this, that timeline makes many uncomfortable as they realize how crucial every moment is. Now, it is also noted by the local coroner's office and from a second-hand report by a member of the Cajun Navy who helped with Nolan's search, his body did not appear to have any signs of physical injury. There were no immediate signs of physical injury, Jackson County Coroner Bruce Lind told CNN. Now, it's been 10 days since Nolan's tragedy will first take place.
What about alcohol and drugs? What about that? Was that in that report? That's what we want to find out. That's why we got to have our own investigation. We need to go back and look at the body ourselves. When is this lawyer going to push that? Go force them to get on their job, man. Do their job.
And questions still remain to what happened and were his friends involved. As reported here on Monday, discrepancies have emerged between accounts given by the friends who traveled.
Because we see him with a can or whatever that is. I know that you can tell when an alcoholic hold that beer. A drunk, when they hold that beer like that with that two hand, with that thumb on it. Yeah, that's some liquor right there. Because if it was a soda pop, he'd have it like this. He's a real wino. He gonna be a future wino right there.
Traveled to the island with Nolan about when they last saw him. The friends say they last saw Wells at 3 p.m., but that looks to conflict with two other accounts. Other witnesses have documented that Wells was still alive and with others as late as 4 p.m. And in an alleged screenshot by one of the young men's mother, initially told someone in a Facebook DM that the group last saw Nolan around 5 p.m. when they were trying to get him to board the boat so they could leave. Now, looking at all this, these inconsistencies have led some to speculate that the friends' 3 p.m. timeline is meant to place their last contact with Wells before the point at which others can independently confirm he was still alive. If their claim of leaving the island at 4:30 p.m. is accurate, it would mean the group spent up to an hour on the island after last seeing Wells when he would let them know that he wanted to stay. So does it seem believable that Wells would determine he wanted to stay when they last saw him at 3 p.m. and they would leave at 4:30 p.m. without ever contacting him again? Or does it make more sense that the last time they saw him and when they left happened at once, as first expressed by one of the teens' moms, that Wells stalled their departure because he was talking to a girl, which for some who believe in a version of a drowning theory, in which at some point Wells would drown swimming far out trying to catch up to the boat. In this theory, the drowning could have happened to...
Wait a minute, hold up, man. What the... Now he's swimming trying to catch up to a boat. First, y'all said he went over there to take a leak. Maybe he went over there to go use the restroom in the water. Now he drowned swimming trying to catch up to a boat. Man, these people, man.
Towards the boat, or when he realized he needed to head back to shore and that his friends would continue taking off, not fully knowing if Wells got back to the island.
I was fucking life jacket on, Marquise.
I'll just wait.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
Bro, I'm black. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say.
Bro, yes it does.
Bro, I'll just find a way.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Where this video come from and why do it got like a monkey sound in the background? What is going on here, man?
Knowing if Wells got back to the island.
I was fucking life jacket on, Marquise.
I'll just wait.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
Bro, I'm black. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say.
Somebody said you got a life jacket on. Come on, swim. He said, man, I'm black. It don't matter if I got no life jacket on. That ain't gonna save me. Where this video come from?
Yes it does.
Bro, I'll just find a way. Yeah, they think I'm about to go back, but I can't.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
I'm gonna die.
I'm standing right now.
So I can just like hold on the back.
Who was that making that monkey sound?
Handle right here if you want.
Yeah, I might drown.
You won't drown.
I'm gonna try to get over there.
You're not gonna drown. I promise you won't drown.
There you go.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Hey.
What's your name?
My name is Marquise.
Oh, so this is somebody else. This is a whole nother guy.
Everybody calls me LeVar because I go to the Nella.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was okay getting over here. They think I'm about to swim back. I can't even swim.
Doing a good job right now.
Well, they leaving your ass.
Probably not going on this. And it's my first time here.
It's your
First time? Well, welcome.
Yeah.
How'd you get over here?
Yeah, what
They made me
happened?
take that way over there, and they had 2 life jackets on.
I'm glad we ran into you.
Oh, you fucking pussy.
I'm never coming back with y'all.
Y'all hear what they saying? This the games they play. Do y'all hear the dudes in the background telling, come back, you effing P, like a P-U-S-S. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Man, they got some cold games. Man, you heard these people. How did you get over here anyway?
Yo, we told you if you were coming, we had a life jacket.
Life jacket. Saved it for a big kid. This for a little kid.
That's scary though if you're not used to water.
Yeah.
I just swim my pool in my backyard.
Yeah. Spring water's different.
It's a lot different, you know.
We're almost there. I know, it's really strong. And there's a current.
You hear the lady saying the wind is very strong, the current is very strong, and they got him up in there with a light jacket on. This is what I'm saying, man. Y'all got to teach y'all kids because he definitely trying to fit in. There's no way on earth. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm not getting up in there. I don't care what y'all talking about.
You're welcome.
And that's that type of water them alligators be up in.
Yeah, I'm never coming back with y'all.
What to say?
These are the answers that people want to know. And now with others looking into all the facts, what happened to Nolan Wells will hopefully be revealed. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Reporting live from Hypers Club, Fight Plus.
All right, let me take y'all over here. I think his parents, they having a conference on this other channel. Where's it at, man? Let's go over and check out this live coverage right about now. Let's go.
Good morning. I'm attorney Ben Crump, along with attorney Lisa Park, attorney Eric Harris, Justin Preston, and Cliff Jones. We have the honor of representing the family of Nolan Wells. We have present with us his mother and father, Christine and Elmore. We've just had an opportunity to meet with District Attorney Angel McElgrath and some members of her team. We had a very respectful meeting. The thing I assume some of you may know the thing to announce. She shared with the family that there will be a grand jury that she will turn this case over to once they have collected all the information and finished their investigation. We also agreed that we will have a mutual inspection of the cell phone with our experts and their experts. Attorney Eric Hertz is helping lead the investigation team with former law enforcement experts who are going to help us with the cell phone download. So everybody will be able to see at the same time what the cell phone has. We also talked about trying to make sure we dot every I and cross every T. I know that we're getting about 50 calls a day to 100 calls a day from people who were there on Horn Island, people who are familiar with individuals that were there on Horn.
Or you mean people who was paid to call y'all with some information on what happened at Horn Island?
And so we continue to be steadfast in trying to get to the truth of why Nolan Wells is dead. At this time, we'll have Attorney Hertz say a few words, and then Christine and Elmore will just talk about the homegoing services and celebration for Nolan, and then we'll take a few of your questions. Attorney Eric Hertz.
Thank you. Right now, there's a lot of unanswered questions. We appreciate the district attorney meeting with us, but because of certain types of confidentiality that even the victims are not allowed to know, we did not get all the answers we want. We have an independent investigation going on that involves former law enforcement federal agents that are going to be looking into all the different information we got. The calls are coming in and we're getting a lot of information. Some of the people that I spoke to are not talking with law enforcement here. We're going to be trying to get them to cooperate with each other because we want to make sure the narrative, which has been put out that is false, is going to be corrected. So at this point, we just ask everybody to keep calling in if you have any information and let us know. And I personally, if we validate you're a legitimate call, we'll call you and talk to you. And I thank you all for showing up today.
Why did it take so long for these people to call in? Why now? Why, when they was looking for him in the beginning, these people wasn't calling in to the sheriff's department? Because they didn't even want to do an investigation. They said, doesn't look like foul play to us. They didn't even care about the phone calls if these people were calling in. But why now? It's because it's a viral topic now. It's nothing that's not going to be swept under the rug. You got some people that want to be in on it. They like, you know what? This is my chance to blow up. Let me get some fame right now. Now they want to talk. Now we got these FBI agents involved now. That's going to put more pressure on that police department. So we waiting on a few things. We waiting on the autopsy and we waiting on to see what's in that phone. I don't understand how we got this iCloud and all this other stuff when it come to arrest us. But now when it's the other way around, don't involve us except the guy who went alive, Nolan Wells. Now all of a sudden, all this technology that y'all use to arrest us in these ghettos, now it's taking forever to get it. What do y'all think? Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. And again, I seen a few LA content creators, but they still waking up talking about this street nonsense. We don't care about what happened to this guy who's in jail. We don't care who told last week. We don't care about none of that right now. We need y'all to keep pushing this type of stuff as of right now. At least let it be your first video when you get up. We can talk about all that other stuff later on, but let this be the first video. Let's push this. Everybody who doing these videos and pushing them and all this pressure, everybody talking about it, is the reason why the FBI now, hey, let's get involved with this. This is going too far now. So I'm going to need all of y'all to do what you did yesterday. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Let's keep on pushing it till we get to the end of this, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.